I hate being a woman. Because why the fuck did God assign us to bleed out of our coin slots? Like every time I'm on my cycle, I feel like a horse is kicking me in the ass. And not only that, I feel so fucking nauseous where I don't want to eat anything, but at the same time, I want to eat everything. Like I would be craving watermelon and I would eat a whole ass watermelon by myself. But if I don't have the watermelon, then I would not eat anything at all. I would legitimately starve and bleed to death if I didn't have the food I craved. And then the government expects us to go to school? Like ho, you want me to discover the cure for cancer while I'm bleeding my internal organs from my post-A. And it hurts even more when that shit gets stuck between the bars. Like tell me why we can't miss a single day from school when we're on our cycle. Like if I have another one of y'all hoes talk to me, I'm going to crash the fuck out. And don't even get me started on pregnancy. How the fuck am I supposed to push out a baby with a fat ass head out of my hole if I can't even stand pushing out a blood clot? Like at this point, I would rather die alone than be expected to carry this burden of a child who kicks my stomach when it needs something for 9 months. And when that same horrendous thing comes out the womb, I would be expected to care for it for 18 years, while it pushes me around even more than it did when it was in the womb. And don't get me wrong, I love children, but if that little goblin tries to wipe its damn slobber or boogers on me, I'm going to deport its ass in an orphanage. Because you have to be fucking kidding me if you think that I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to be 90 years old, living in a cottage in the middle of a forest with 21 cats and a garden full of flowers and vegetables. And I will live the happy ending that we all deserve to live.
No, because why, when I write no, the AI voice says nitrogen monoxide.
Like, let me say nitrogen monoxide?
Oh my god, IT actually said nitrogen monoxide.
So it can say oh my god but not nitrogen monoxide.
Watch this. No. C worked now, but when I say nitrogen monoxide.
No, 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 night. No, no, night. Night. No, night. No, night. No, night. No, nighty. No, nighty.
WTF is no night like I'm sleeping too night.
Anyways, that's all I have to say.
By nitrogen monoxide.
I recently found out why my mom would never sleep around me when I was a kid. Like she'd never let herself take naps or sleep if I was awake, ever. Or if she did, she would lock her bedroom door. So when I was 6, I was asleep in my bed in the middle of the night when I hear a loud bang, like a pot being dropped, and come out to the living room to see my mom standing by the window with just a huge pile of spaghetti all over the sill and a pot on the ground. And I'm like, are you gonna eat all that? And y'all, she gets big mad and yells at me and chases me to my room. But then a little while later, a bunch of cops show up and ask me a bunch of random butt questions about my art. Like this one cop lady keeps asking me to draw dragons for her, and they seem mad as hell. I didn't want to get arrested, so I just never asked my mom for spaghettis after that. Lesson learned. Don't ask mom for spaghettis, or she'll call the damn police on you. So I have this memory in my head, and it goes unquestioned until I say it out loud for the first time a few months back, and as soon as I say the words, when I was 6, my mom called the cops on me for asking for spaghettis. My adult logic slams into place and is like, hang on, your mother definitely did not call the police on a 6-year-old for asking for spaghetti, so obviously that's not what really went down. I call up my mom to tell her how I remember it. And on top of her figuring out why her kid has always been really cagey around spaghettis for the last 3 decades, she tells me what really happened. So on that night, a man tried to break into our house through the front window. It was just my mom and her kids, so she did what she felt she had to and boinked him in the head. He'd been wearing a helmet, which landed on the floor under the window. Now I just want y'all to put yourselves in my mom's shoes for a minute here. This woman has just unalived a man. The trauma of that, the instant agony, the panic, the guilt, the fear, all of it hitting her at once. Her only solace, the knowledge that her children are safe. She protected her daughters, no matter the cost to her soul. Her children are safe. Then she looks up and sees her 6-year-old staring at the inside of this man's head before saying, "Are you gonna eat all that?"
Okay, so I'm not gay. Like, I'm not. I literally had a boyfriend in 9th grade for 3 weeks. He wore Axe body spray and we kissed once behind the science wing. So obviously not gay. Anyway, this summer I got a job at this camp because I needed money and my mom said I lacked discipline, which was honestly rude, but whatever. And on the first day I show up and guess who's also there? Let's call her Maya. Blonde, popular, voted best smile in the yearbook. Has that girl next door look, but also probably has enemies. She's like Sunshine if Sunshine wore tiny tank tops and had perfect eyeliner in 90-degree heat. And we're cozy ITs. Like, every shift. Together. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hate her. But then she offered me gum and called my water bottle aesthetic, which made my stomach flip. But I'm not gay. Anyway, day 2. She ties my friendship bracelet for me because my nails are too long. She literally says, "Here, I got you," and takes my wrist gently like some sort of rom-com lead, and I forget how to breathe for 43 seconds. But I'm not gay. Then she starts doing this thing where every time I say something even remotely funny, she laughs like I'm the most hilarious person alive. Like, girl, calm down. I literally just said the word snacksident. But also, like, please never stop. One time she tucked my hair behind my ear because it was getting in my eyes. I almost passed away. Right there, on the dirt path between archery and canoeing. Rip me. She made me a keychain with my name in beads. She put a little heart on it. Just casually. A heart. Who does that? And now we do this thing where we share a Gatorade like it's totally normal. Like, our lips have been in the same place multiple times. This is fine. Yesterday she said, "You're like really cool. I wish we hung out more at school." And I went, "Ha, yeah, me too," in the voice of a Victorian orphan girl seeing sunlight for the first time. But like, it's not that deep. We're just friends and I'm not gay. Right?
I got barked at. Hope that's such a way to open up a video. But like, genuinely, not clickbait, my first day back at school and I was barked at. So there's this girl who's in my PE class. We'll call her, Nella. When I first saw her, I thought she seemed really cool. I don't know, I just think that alt kids are like inherently really cool people because usually they are. I'm too lazy to dress as cool as they do and generally not my thing. So I look pretty basic, but I respect alt kids so much. Anywho, this girl didn't really seem to have too many friends. And in PE class, we were doing that fitnessgram thing where you do sit-ups and you need a partner to like hold your feet. So everyone was done. Then these girls who I'm sort of friends with went up to Ryuk and Ella and were like, "OMG, did you not go? Wait, no, I'll be your partner. No, because you're like my best friend, right?" So these girls were videoing being her partner and stuff and laughing, and I was obviously pissed. Like, leave Ryuk and Ella alone, all right? So they were all giggling, and I went up to them and I asked them why they videoed her, and I told them it was mean. And funny enough, mean girls actually hate being called mean. So eventually they deleted the videos and dipped, but I don't think they like me anymore. Anyway, I still felt bad for Ryuk and Ella, though I went up to her and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry they were being mean. I made them delete their videos." Bark, bark, bark! Hello? Yeah, she like started barking at me and like swatted at me. I was a little flabbergasted. I guess maybe she thought I was making fun of her too, but jeez. I don't think I come across as someone who would make fun of anyone. I just sort of left after that. But she sits behind me in biology and it's a little scary. She's been growling a bit. Anyway, XOXO Gracie.
Someone please help me. Why does he keep screaming at me when I say, Right. Please, 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 please. It's taking. Yeah, wow, yeah, very sorry. Wait. Here, run,